Hello, my name is Alex from Swanson Soldering, and today I'm going to be talking about my modified Steam Deck. So, what I've done so far is we have Elecgear Hall effect sticks, 32 gigabytes of RAM, an Intel AX210 Wi-Fi module, and a shell swap. Now I'm going to go into a little bit more in depth into each modification, and then go over the benefits. So to start, let's go straight with the RAM. So if we look here, we have Samsung K3LK CK C0BM MGCP. Those are the new 8 gigabyte chips. And then over here we have the 4 original chips that I removed. And if we read this one's model number, it is the K3LK BK B0BM MGCP. And these ones are 4 gigabytes apiece. So what I had to do to replace the RAM was obviously remove everything that's still connected, get the board out, use my hot air station here, remove those RAM chips. I'm going to be editing in photos to show you that. But once I got that off, I do clean the pads with a soldering iron and solder wick to remove the old solder, and then flow on the new modules. And then after that, you have to go and edit the BIOS chip. So what I did for that was I desoldered mine and then put it on this guy here, which it's a CH341A programmer. And after doing that, I was able to edit 2 blocks in the BIOS to see the new memory. And after that, it works just fine. But here we have the Intel AX210 Wi-Fi Bluetooth module. And for that one, what I did was I harvested them from a little PCIe Wi-Fi card that you can just buy on like Amazon. And you remove a metal shield over top, and then you get your module there. You desolder it, and then you get the bare module left here. You can clean up the pads a little bit, make sure that there's no bridges, and then you remove your original Azurewave module from the Steam Deck. It's a little bit scratched and hard to see, but you can kind of make it out there. Azurewave. So this one only does up to Wi-Fi 5 support, and it has a lot of dropping out issues, and overall it's just not the greatest wireless chip that Valve could have used in the deck. So by swapping this one out, it's just a direct drop-in replacement. As soon as you boot the deck, the operating system sees it, downloads the drivers for it, and it just immediately works. Next up on the list, we have the Elecgear Hall effect sticks here. Right now there's the Elecgears and the Gullikits. Most people ask me why I chose the Elecgears, and it's because they use a circle gate instead of the square gate that the Gullikits use. The square gate causes issues in the diagonals because what the original is a circle, so it doesn't account for the dead space in the square. But with these ones, since it's a circle, it just maps out like OEM. So that's an overview of the actual hardware. And then obviously there's the purple shell. But I'm going to get this put back together, and then we're going to go inside the OS, and I'm going to show you guys that everything does indeed actually work and detect. So I'll cut that back. There we go. So while this is booting up, I want to address a couple things. Some people say that I am the first person who has done this mod. I am not. As far as I'm aware, I'm the third person who has done this modification, or this is the 4th deck in the world to have 32 gigabytes of RAM. 2 of them, as far as I know, are done by Dan2Wick on Discord, and 1 of them is done by Balika011 on Discord. That's for the 32 gigabytes. As far as I know, for the Wi-Fi card swap, I'm the second person who has done that. But let's switch over here to desktop mode. I'm trying to do this in one take, just so that way I can mitigate any claims of people being like, oh, it's not real or anything like that. But if we go into here, you can see that there's 30.2 gigabytes of RAM showing up in the About system. Some of it's just reduced because it allocates it for the GPU. But, so if we go over here, About, show more information, go to devices, then PCI, and then we come over here, we can scroll down, and right there you can see that the network controller shows up here, Intel Corporation Wi-Fi 6 AX210. So again, what that does is it provides Wi-Fi 6E support, which the deck does not natively have. And it does actually work. I tested it on my router that does Wi-Fi 6E. However, the range that it has is quite short, so I haven't been able to really test an increase in range between the old module. But yeah. So with both of those modifications, the main thing that I've noticed is obviously the increased Bluetooth, and for the RAM, it doesn't obviously affect every game, but for a lot more demanding titles, Cyberpunk or Red Dead, where it's going to be using a lot more of your RAM, you notice a lot less stuttering, and just overall it's like a lot smoother to play. You don't see massive frame gains, but you just see a lot of elimination of stutters on the same or even higher graphic settings. So if you want this modification or any other modifications under your Steam Deck, or if you have an electronic device that you would like to have repaired, I can fix graphics cards, laptops, game consoles, phones, just about anything else you could think of. You can reach me at swansonsoldering@gmail.com. That's SWANSONSOLDERING@gmail.com. Thanks for watching my first video. Have a good rest of your day, guys.